Hi, I'm Andrew Spaziano, and this is an Anchor TV news update. In national news, North Carolina is facing backlash from its controversial bathroom law as PayPal has canceled the plans for opening an operations center in Charlotte due to the legislation. The law, which forces members of the LGBTQ community to use the bathroom which corresponds with the gender they were born with, has received considerable backlash nationwide. The law was passed during an emergency session of the state legislature on March 23rd. Similar attempts at controversial laws against the LGBTQ community have received considerable backlash, including a law in Georgia that was vetoed by the governor due to threats from major companies, including the NFL, to pull business from the state if the bill was put into effect. In local news, the backlash and controversy over the new tourism campaign in Rhode Island continues. The campaign, which was reported on last week's edition of Anchor TV News, has been scaled back according to Governor Gina Raimondo. This includes the scrapping of the Cooler and Warmer slogan, which had received sizable scrutiny from many residents throughout the state. The Commerce Corporation, who headed the marketing effort, is also facing renewed criticism due to their failures to sufficiently reach out to local businesses about their tourism slogan. In political news, this week in the presidential race, Bernie Sanders gained a huge win in Wisconsin over rival Hillary Clinton, gaining 44 of the 86 delegates, with Clinton getting at least 28. Despite a few recent losses to Sanders, Clinton is still predicted to win two important upcoming primaries in both New York and Pennsylvania, bringing her one step closer to her likely Democratic presidential nomination. The New York primary will be taking place on Tuesday, April 19th, and the Pennsylvania primary will happen a week later on April 26th. Turning to the Republican side, Ted Cruz came up with a win in Wisconsin in his powerful attempt to gain the nomination over businessman Donald Trump. Both Cruz and Trump are calling for John Kasich, who is far behind both, to end his campaign, but Kasich refuses to do so, believing that he can gain voters who will reject the far-right views of Trump and Cruz. Trump, as usual, has been facing heat over drastically changing his views on abortion. He even went as far as saying women should be punished for getting abortions, but then turned around and retracted the statement. This kind of view-changing mentality is not new for him, as he has changed his stances on issues such as torture and immigration. Despite his lack of stable views, he maintains a strong lead over runner-up Ted Cruz. Now turning over to news around the campus, I'll hand it over to Anchor TV correspondent Erin Shea.
4 Rhode Island College alums shared their perspectives April 5th in Alger Hall during a forum entitled Award-Winning Educators, a conversation with alumni from the Rick Feinstein School of Education and Human Development. At the forum, the educators tackled issues from teaching via technology to the struggles that schools face regarding children suffering from social and emotional problems. The public discussion on educational best practices included Kendra Borden, an English teacher at Samuel Slater Junior High School in Pawtucket, Georgia Fortunato, superintendent of Lincoln Public Schools, Tracy Lafreniere, a teacher at North Smithfield Elementary School, and Alan Tenriro, a principal at Cumberland High School. Scott McKay, political analyst for Rhode Island Public Radio, moderated the program. The forum focused around the theme of balancing growing technology with the need for emotional support and guidance for students. In other news, 10 faculty members from across campus shared their experiences in learning and implementing effective writing instruction at the 5th Annual Summer Seminar for Teaching Writing panel. This was held late last month in the Reinhardt Room of Adams Library. The event was hosted by the Faculty Center for Teaching and Learning and the Rhode Island College Writing Board. The panel presentation represents the culmination of the 2015-2016 seminar. Limited to 12 members per year, the effort is led by Associate Professor of English Michael McCod, co-founders of SSTW. The seminar commences with a one-week intensive class during summer break. Participants meet and each day share their experiences and learn about evidence-based practices for the teaching of writing. During the fall term, these faculty members must come together twice to discuss the challenges and successes of implementing what they learned in the summer, and also to meet with Michael McCod individually to discuss their progress. To learn more about the Summer Seminar for Teaching and Writing, and to watch testimonial videos from faculty who have participated in the seminar, or to submit an application for this year's seminar, please visit the Rick Faculty Center for Teaching and Learning, as well as rick.edu.
Thank you, Erin. Now for sports, we'll turn it over to David Cusack.
Boston Bruins continued their late season slide, losing 2-1 to the Carolina Hurricanes in a shootout. Louis Eriksson netted the lone Bruins goal early in the third period. The Bees continued their chase for the final Eastern Conference playoff spot tonight at home in a pivotal matchup against the Detroit Red Wings. The Boston Celtics picked up a victory against the New Orleans Pelicans at home last night. Isaiah Thomas led the Celtics in scoring yet again with 32 points. Amir Johnson grabbed 7 rebounds in the victory. The Seas continue their homestand against the Milwaukee Bucks tomorrow night. Villanova men's basketball is your new NCAA champion, defeating the University of North Carolina 77-74. Junior Chris Jenkins sealed the victory with a game-winning 3 at the buzzer. Sophomore Phil Booth led the Wildcats offense with 20 points off the bench. The victory marks the second national championship for the Wildcats. The Boston Red Sox fell to the Cleveland Indians 7-6. Mookie Betts, David Ortiz, and Hanley Ramirez all hit home runs in the loss. Red Sox starter Clay Buchholz went 4 innings, giving up 5 runs on 6 hits in his first start of the season. Cleveland's first baseman and former Red Sox Mike Napoli hit the game-winning home run in the bottom of the 7th inning to give the Indians the win. The Sox finish up their 3-game series against the Indians tonight.
Thank you, David. That's all for today's Anchor TV News Update. For Aaron Shea and David Cusack, I'm Andrew Spaziano. Tune in next week for our new Anchor TV News Update.